Hello, hello. Hope everyone is well. Starting the project. Oh my god, I hear myself. So from what I saw, I can create my own overlay on React, which is pretty cool. So let's do it. So overlay, browse overlay, but I don't want stream elements. Let me see. Sources was it, right? Sources. Browser. Create new. Then I can get the URL. So like, perfect. So let's use localhost for this. Let's create a new project. I'm gonna make a little bit this bigger so you guys can read. Maybe make myself a little bit smaller. And this thing is too big. So the idea is I want to create a progress bar with with all the tasks. Is it interactable? I don't think so, it's a video. But would be cool to make a progress bar and list all of the issues in the project I'm working for, since normally I'm working on projects. So actually, let's do it. I'm gonna build a new project. Wait, let me do what my friend told me to do. That if I wanted to stream, I should move the content to one side. So I'll just move this outside for a moment. I'll just leave it out. This I'll probably move in. Is it maybe too small? So maybe something like this. I hope you guys can read. And let's close this bit on. Perfect. It would be nice to have a little bit of a real overlay, but that is what it is. Let's start working on it. So let's create a new project. Here, repositories, and let's create I have this Next.js template. It's private, but actually I should turn it into public. So I don't see any reason why I keep it private. So let's turn this into a public template. Understood. I always start with the annoying part. Use your password. Perfect. Let me do one thing before we start. I want to go to my YouTube and add a little bit of SEO. And I also wanted to change a little bit docs. Where is it? Stream information, right? So we'll go here and maybe remove. I don't have React. Which one do I remove? Setup I remove, and let's do React JS, which is nice. And done. And do the same on YouTube. Sorry, since I'm not that used to live stream, it's always a little bit of work. So mute here, and to the description. Let's edit the description. And let's put no, React.js AI coding Twitch overlay. Perfect. So now let's get going. Now I'm gonna use this template to create a new project, create new repository. Repository name, make it public. We're gonna call this project progress, maybe just progress overlay. Progress overlay. Perfect. Well, no, we don't want to use AF or anything, so just let's use, yeah, we use the template, then we create the repository. Perfect. So now we did it. We created the repository. Let me close this. Let me close this in the... Sorry, I'm a little bit new to streaming, so sometimes it becomes a bit confusing, but it's all good. Should be learning. This. No, what happened? I removed something important. This to be moved like this. Perfect. So let's build the overlay. Oh my god, let's clone this repository and we're gonna clone it here. And yes, let's open VS Code. VS Code is even open. Maybe let's commit this in the other project first. First implementation from 5. I think it's 5, hopefully. Yeah, save all and commit changes. We push here. Now we do this, and in projects we git clone this, git clone, and this. Maybe this full screen, yeah, probably, so it looks nicer. Perfect, we cloned it. Now we open that folder. Just gonna be in projects, progress overlay. We have it here. And if we do npm run dev, it should actually start. I need to install npm install, sorry. Let's see, I'm really excited for the project. Should be a quick one. Should be nice to do. Really excited for it. Let's see. Whoa, what did I do? Perfect. So let's close because we're not doing any AI for this. We have the package.log.json. Why is it being new? Okay. Anyways, not my problem. Something with the template. Perfect. So now let's go and start the project. npm run dev and localhost here. And I think then if we do this, we use the browser for it. And we do localhost 3000. Should try to connect to it, and look, we have it here. I'm gonna put it under me. I think it's really cool. Maybe on top. Yeah, on top. Perfect. Let's just go to page.tsx and let's edit this and put something like this is the project of the overlay. Yay, it works. Amazing. Really nice. So now let's go back into the website and let's go to which dependency do we use for the UI? Probably the easiest one would go to be to chatcn, right? Yes, I mean, it's the most no-nonsense one to use. It's just boring because everyone uses chatcn, so anyways, yeah, let's just use chatcn. Let's just not overcomplicate it. Let's go to chatcn. Let's look for the component we want, which is the first one we want to do. That's nice. Let's create the issue here. And the issue that we create, it's gonna be first issue is gonna be create a progress bar that renders. We don't need to have information. We kind of know what it is, right? Like progress bar should render and should show. I don't even need the whole thing, right? Maybe let's separate it. How do we create the issue? Frontend only and backend, because I mean the idea of the future would be that this progress overlay connects to the issues in the other project, which might be hard to do. That might need a little bit of AI assistance, but let's see how far we go. Create progress bar that renders. It's very simple. Let's just put frontend render progress bar list of issues. Then the progress bar depends on the list of issues, meaning if issue completed, then and it fills a bit, a percent of the progress bar. So basically progress equals list of issues divided by it's completed issues divided by list of issues, completed issues divided by list of total issues, or number, maybe not list but number, the right word. Perfect. So I think this is for the front end only part. Perfect. For the back end, doesn't think we need Node.js, right? We probably could build the whole thing in Next.js without like complicating our lives too much and create like even a server component. But let's just create another issue, call it backend. Backend. What does the backend what should the backend do? Backend should be able to fetch all the issues from a repository. It should have an API call, probably. Maybe an API call to, it should expose an API call to API call to get the list of issues. So closed plus open. Close and open. And yeah, that's all it needs to do, to be honest. We might need to find a way to connect to the GitHub repository. Maybe we just put it here as an idea. Find a way to connect to the desired GitHub repository. I mean, we're not building auth or anything like that. We're just doing it super simple. Perfect. Looks good. And then afterwards we can create a third issue, or maybe we can do it like that, like front end plus back end. We just create it and leave it there as an issue. Perfect. We have the list of our 3 issues and we're working on the first one. Amazing. Just let me check my YouTube channel to see if everything is all right. And it's funny, I had it open. Where did it go? Perfect. Let's just go. Let's start with the front end. So the progress bar. We have a progress bar here, very likely. Progress. Yeah. What do you guys think? It looks a little bit ugly, no? I mean, we can always tell it with CSS, but I'm not really in the mood to play with CSS right now. Let's just do it. We as Shatsian, we can sell it afterwards if we want to make it nicer. It could come as another thing. Only thing that I will change is the color. Don't even know if it exposes a color prop. Let's see, blah, 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 blah. Let's just install it and then see what it has. Install the following npm base UI. No, I'm not using base UI, right? Radix UI, no. Comment here. Let's just get it and see what it gives us out of the box. Perfect. So as we can see, we have now a new component called progress bar. And yeah, I mean, I don't even know which properties it has, but we can check that if we just put here progress, and we got it from component, and then with the dot here, and has name, length, should have value, right? But value, why it doesn't show with all of them? How is it? I forgot. No. Anyways, I forgot. God. This is the bad habit of always using AI for everything. How to check the list of props in VS Code React component. We're doing the old way. We'll look, and I remember control space. Yes. So this. Perfect. Control space was the hotkey. And we see we have a lot of things stuff. I'm looking if there is something like color. Yeah, it has color. Perfect. So let's just keep going. Let's create here a progress bar with the value 0.5 and the color. Which color looks good? Maybe pink, something like pink. And I don't know if we can see it. It is here, but like we probably have to center this a little bit. So let's do flex. Just to, oh, I don't have out. I don't have autocomplete. Why? Let me. I should have autocomplete. Why is my Tailwind not auto-completing? Let's reload the window. Let's check 1 second the output. Tailwind CSS IntelliSense. It reads it. Ah, it's here. Yeah, sometimes just restarting the thing works. Justify. Center, item center. Now, if we look at the thing, it should be, might need to open it in our website actually, because like it's really hard to see. So the progress bar is still on the top and it's gray, so color did not do anything. So let's go back to our coding, and it's probably because I need this is full. I mean, it's already full. I may hide screen. So if we go back, now we have it in the middle. Perfect. And it's 0.5. So I guess this goes until perfect. This looks nice. Let's see how it's looking in OBS. Oh, nice. We have it there. That's pretty. So one thing I'm gonna do is this has a height prop, has a width prop, length. No, this doesn't have any of that. This is a class name one. So you can probably change the height to maybe 8 rems. Let's do, how does this look? A bit big now. Yeah, maybe 24. Let's eyeball it a bit. Still a bit big. looks a bit not, maybe a bit smaller still. 12. 12 looks nice. Perfect. So color is not changing anything, right? Like if I do like yellow, yeah, it doesn't change anything. But there might be a color thing there, like color, nothing. Would be nice to know. Background primary 20 and the indicator. Uh, uh-huh. And we pass the props here to the root with the indicator. I mean, yeah, both would be nice to change, right? Yeah, both would be nice to change. So we're gonna extend this a bit. This looks a little bit dirty to extend. Normally this is the place where I would use here and be like, just extend this, but this life, we just have to see docs to see how to extend it. But now I'm thinking, oh, with the way, because like, just in primary as the background for both, but like overriding the background is like the background doesn't really like make sense, right? So what we're gonna do is simply extend this. So React type of primitive root, and now we just do this. We just write this as a type and we extend it. We have this type, type progress bar equals this, and then we pass it here. That's just to check it works. Perfect. Now we do interface progress bar. I just do progress bar. Maybe this is not the best way. Normally I'm better with interfaces, I think, but I'll do this. Interface progress bar extends. Can I do this? Yes. That's sweet. And I can do, I can't do this. Progress bar. Perfect. Yes, I can do it. Perfect. So what we should do, should I do some background music? Let me check. Let's put some gaming copyright free music. Free music. Even though, actually, I think might be the best thing not to put music right now. If I ever turn this into a video, so let's just scrap that idea off. Let's just go back to our code editor and keep working. So we're back. And yes, we're extending the interface, and what we're going to do is simply do a we put, let's call this indicator color, and it's a string, and then we have a, I wonder, like, our color a string too? Yes, a string. I was thinking maybe there's a kind of a type, but no. String and background. Maybe it already has background color. Background, but let's just do background color. And we do string 2. We, of course, these are optionals, like in case want, and then we pass style, we pass maybe here. This is already rendering, annoying. It's annoying, but it's fine. We can just do it the old way. This becomes, this forward ref is like the old way of doing this, right? It's like, it's not needed anymore. It's annoying part. At least the good thing about working with ChatCN is that you can edit the props, the component itself, I mean. So we're rendering directly that. Boom, boom. What if I just do this and here and put like a return? Does it still render? Yes, it still works, so it's fine. So what we're going to do here is we're gonna get also the nice background color and indicator color. And we put here, I mean, maybe it was not even necessary to do the whole thing, but it doesn't matter. Let's come here to style. What if I pass a style from outside? So what we're gonna do is, so we don't override the styles if someone is passing a style. I mean, this might be a little bit of over engineering it, but we get the style here. Style const new style. Then we say it's the style and background color, put it here, and then we can pass it here as style, new style, and then we could be the background style, and we basically do the same with this one. The style is even here, so we don't really need to do that. We just do background color is the indicator color. Why is it complaining? Oh, it's just to be here. Here, background color, simply indicator color. But what we need to check is that we might need to do like a condition, because this might be undefined and look bad. But from what I see with the page, it's not looking bad. So background color, pink. See, that's so nice. Don't have to code without AI, it just gives me such a rush. Perfect, it works. So which colors do we do? Let's look on the internet for colors. Maybe, I mean, I have my color palette that I did in Canva, so maybe I should try to keep it on the same color palette. Let's go to Canva. Just want to get the things that I did today. I made like the front, so don't want to make any Photoshop user angry. I'm sorry for using Canva, but it's the quicker way of doing it. So perfect. We have the colors. Where was it? The colors here. Oops, there's too many colors. This shouldn't be like that. Gray, but it's the same on Gray Azure. Gray. Something is not right. A ver, Colors. Before there were not so many colors, I'm sorry. Now there's so many colors. But I think it was gray azure. Maybe I just get this gray azure. So see 365, maybe 365 B6D. So let's do here const. Just do it here because sometimes you have to reload the whole thing. Const gray azure is equal 365 B6D. 365 B6D. Nice. The other one is the cyan, and then const cyan equals, and then is 41C1BA, 41C1BA, and then the hash. And then we have the last one, which is like this grayish kind of background, which is light gray. And we F7, 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 perfect. F7, F7, F7. Oopsie, it's this F7, F7, F7. Perfect. That looks nice. But we have now the colors. We probably should move this to the colors later, but we just have here to do. Move to colors later. That looks nice. And let's see, I would probably say that the indicator color should be cyan. Should be cyan, and the background color should be gray azure. Ooh, it's looking pretty, I think, no? Perfect. Now that I think so, okay, now we have the progress bar. It probably needs a title too, right? So it's something we should add on the issues here. Maybe let's edit a bit. The progress bar is kind of done. Then maybe we should say that this is title of the progress bar, and maybe a subtitle with maybe just subtitle, and then we can, doesn't need to be smart and know what it's doing. It can be simply dumb. So perfect, we have the progress bar. Now my question is, should we create, maybe we just do it everything here, and if we want like a specific component, we do it later. So we're gonna do the title here of this is gonna be I mean, it makes sense to make it a component later, but let's simply put here sorry, a bit what do we put? It also needs a project name. My God, it's killing, but let's just do the basic things. And I don't even know if an H1 makes sense. Let's just do something simple. Let's say the title is project progress or progress of the project? Progress, not project, progress. Perfect. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna wrap it in a div, and then it's looking terrible, but don't worry, this has to probably be class name full and age, just W full, I guess. We don't need the H full yet. And we do the flex call, and now items center, and this we probably do class name text or Excel. Actually, I like it more at the beginning now that I see it. Project progress. We also have to change the font at some point. We want to make the font more codey for the vibes. Perfect. So let's just go back to the code. And then we project progress, and then the color is we could do now that I think about it, it makes a little bit of sense to change the global CSS file and then change these things, right? The chart1, chart2, chart3, and then we call this primary, secondary. Is there something like that? Yeah. Primary, you just call it color primary. This is, for example, something that AI is very nice to do, because like doing this manually is just like a loss of time, but we're doing it. And we don't change on color primary. Color primary. This will be, no, primary should be the other one. Anyways, color secondary, color primary, and then color white or something like that. White. And then we put this. But like there's gonna be problems with the class names. Like we pass this as colors, and the other one we pass it as class. Anyways, something for the future, I guess. Perfect. And then we need this 2 again there. And then we probably need it here again. Color. Yeah. So basically, the last ones I added. Oh, fuck, it already has the name. Color, primary, color. How do we name it for the project? Maybe overlay. Primary, overlay. Overlay. Not the clearest thing, but the biggest problem programming is naming things. You guys probably have heard that thousands of times. It's maybe true, maybe not. Let's see. And then we just do like var, and then we do color, overlay, secondary. Now we do here the same thing. Primary, which I now notice this probably wasn't needed like that, but whatever. Primary, and then we do this, and then do white. Perfect. So I'm not sure if things will reload immediately, but let's do something like color and then put, sorry, text color, what's the thing? Text, yeah. Call primary, overly primary. Perfect. Look, it looks. Does it look different though? The color. Let me look. No, it's the same one. It just looks weird when it's small. Perfect. Looking great, guys. So let's just come here. 1 second. So sorry. I was distracted by messages. I know more AI stuff. Now a little bit of an AI tiredness. Perfect. We're gonna add a margin here and maybe to the bottom 2. I need to see it a little bit bigger. Maybe this has to be a little bit more of the bigger text so it can be read easier. Yeah, project progress. And then we do this of 5. Perfect, it looks nice. And yeah, we just changed the font. I forget how to change fonts on this. But I have a project that I can check quickly where I change the no, let's just call it change fonts Next.js, Google Fonts. Just look it quickly, start using Next fonts. Okay, they come, I knew they kind of come out of the thing. It's basically this. Perfect, so let's look like Google font coding. Something like source code pro. Let's look at, no, this doesn't look that nice. Something like fonts trending, and then I can filter by category. Futuristic is nice. Techno, monospaced. Let's look for Google coding font. Doesn't look that nice. It really doesn't look nice. Maybe the futuristic were the best options. Let's look here. Yeah, there's something nice. Oh, the stream today doesn't have anyone. Yes, that's live. No. Maybe futuristic is the nicest thing. Let's just look for those kind of futuristic fonts. Futuristic. Or the code. Oh my god, I'm like really indecisive. In which one is the code one? Like formal, serif, sans serif, geometric probably. Owner variable. Ah, this one is nice. That's what I wanted. Some kind of a gaming one. Yes, like Game Boy. Game Boy. Perfect. It's called press start 2p. So we do. Hopefully we have it. We just remove this a bit. Import. Press start to p. Yes, and then we do subsets Latin. What is the subset thing? Ah, yes. Maybe it should be done like that. Subset Latin, we call this press start to P. Cyrillic. Cyrillic. Where was the thing? Cyrillic. It's why is it complaining it has it? What am I writing wrong? Cyrillic. Cyrillic is literally the same thing. Latinx. Dios. Is really going to probably if I didn't do any subsets, it's gonna work. So like, where is my issue? Property weight. Should read. Weight 4,000 probably. Needs to be no numbers. No, to type 400. What? What is it complaining about? It wants it here. Yeah, perfect. Sorry, and then we call this press R2P, and then we, what does it say? To use it as class name. Yeah. And then we probably do this, a little bit of a template string. And this. And here too. And we do press start to p dot class name. Now it's complaining. Why is it complaining? Let's look at the localhost. Blah blah blah. And my script phone must be called to a const in a module scope. Phone loaders must be called and assigned to a const in a module scope. Of course, I called it in a component. So this should be called here. And what are you complaining now? Yeah, perfect. Yes. Project progress. Now I see how it looks on the thing. It's too big. Maybe it needs to be 5XL. Project progress. Perfect. I love it. I love it. Let's commit here. So this package is JSON. And this package is JSON, and this progress one, it was added progress component from chatcn. Changed globals, and what we should do too here is Oh my god, we do it. Created first. Created first part of the project, of the progress component. Perfect. So what we have is this. So we're gonna create our own component. I really don't want it to be in the UI because the UI is like the dumb one. Let me just put it here outside. Let's see. Project progress.tsx. Export default function. Let me just export function project progress. And the moment it is this nice thing. And then return. And here, I think I missed the div here, yes. And then boom, boom. Perfect, we imported. Then the page will also do this. This, we might need to do something with this, but at the moment, let's just leave it here, it's working. Perfect. So now we have the project progress, which we want to like be a little bit of a more reusable component. So let's create an interface. Sorry. Hey, the Eden, hello. Thanks for joining the stream. Project progress. We call it, yeah, just I think it's fine. And what it should have is text from string. So we want this to be like a little bit the contract between what's gonna be the backend. So like the list of issues and the front end. So I guess this one is the one that should receive at least like completed and percent. The other option is to calculate it outside, but I think we just do it here. Like it's not something super reusable for everyone. So let's just do it. Let's just look at this, and then okay, we have the text. We should put our completed issues, and we haven't created the issues yet, so let's just have the interface here. Move it later to another part. Interface issues, which should have title string and is completed boolean. Should have both, and then here as well is this is an array of issues. So issues here. What else? Completed issues. We could even just pass the issues, but I think We could even just pass the issues, to be honest. And then we do the separation here. Yeah, let's just pass the issues. Issues. And the last thing is subtitle, which we haven't done subtitle. Which we haven't done, but we said, let's just done the subtitles. Let's do the subtitles as a list of issues, and then we said like this from that finished. Perfect. So let's go here to the list of issues. So we're gonna separate the issues from is completed and is not completed. So we have here const completed issues equals or is it props? Maybe we just do it like this to extract it. And then we pass the project progress, and this is text and issues. Oh, my camera is low battery. I need to connect it soon, but all good. Completed issues, which basically is the issues dot filter, and then we select the issue, and if the issue is equals if the limit condition, okay, yeah, the limit condition. I've gotten so relied on AI that I forget easy stuff. Issue dot is completed. Perfect. Issue dot issue is completed. Yes. And we simply have to do now, we do the subtitle, we put here, and we say x fun. Let's just do it quickly here. X fun x. Oh, what would be the text? I'm so bad at text. Hello, Peace Nest. Thanks for joining the stream. So we just put off completed. Completed, we just do this, maybe. Let's put it here, and I'm not seeing it. You guys see it on the screen? Not seeing it, of course, because I'm not using this component yet. Let's just remove this. Let's call it here. Project progress, we call it here. It will now ask for the issues, right? Text and issues, which we said text is gonna be project progress. Text is just project progress, and issues, we're gonna create some issues, and this is where AI would have been super handy, because like it could just like create the mocks, but we're not doing AI. We need a little bit of AI cleansing these days. How are you, Peace Nest? Enjoying the stream? Are you also a programmer? Let's see. Text, and then let's create the issues. Const mock issues. Then of type issues. Now it's when the good time that I should export this, and then maybe at some point move it to a right interface. Yeah, let's just do issues. I Actually, it should be called issue, right? Not issues. Issue. Perfect. And this is an array of issues, not issue one. You're gonna do issues have title, which is create the front end of the app. Is completed is equal to true. Let's say this one is a true. We have the true, which is creating the back end of the app, which is false. And then we have the last issue, which is the connect both of the apps. Connect both of the apps, which is false. Perfect. So let's give me 1 second. It's complaining, reading, yeah, because I haven't passed. And then we do a const mock issues where we pass this issues here, mock issue 1, mock issue 2, mock issue 3, and then we pass here as issues. Perfect. Perfect. So now we get a little bit of the X out of X completed. So completed issues, we just do const completed text equals, and then we do this template string, then we say completed issues dot length divided by issues. And then completed text is just coming here. Object y dot length dot issues dot length. Perfect. It's very small, so I might probably just check this. And then issues may be completed. One other issues completed. Just the word issues is not really that nice. It would be nice like another word, probably, right? 1 of 3. If you guys have any idea, any people who are watching, what I should call 1 of 3 issues completed. I mean, if we're talking about GitHub, yes. Parts. This is also where I would use AI, but let's not do it. 1 out of 3 tasks. Project tasks. Maybe let's put project tasks. And then let's see. Project tasks. And then let's put here because it looks nicer if it's like this. Perfect. Why is it not rendering? Ah, yeah, that's just very small. Nice. So this one I would actually put. No, it's not rendering. Ah, yeah, I know it is. I'll change the size of this to a little bit of class name of text 2XL. That looks nice. It looks very different there. That on the part on the OBS, but it's perfect. 3 project tasks completed. And yeah, I think that's basically it for the project thing. Maybe we just change the color to the other color, which would be annoying to, oh no, color, we've had it, we put it, color, text, sorry, text, overlay, white. Not here, not here, not here. And we do it in here, in this text. And then probably we won't see much difference, but there's a tiny little bit of color difference, right? This shouldn't be white, but it should be like a little bit of a yellow color. Yes, perfect. Light green. Maybe we give a little bit of a margin top of 2 or something. 2, and then we keep this to 6 to make it a little bit more reliable. Perfect. So it's looking nice, I think. Yeah, looking very pretty. So we have our project progress. That's so cool. I didn't know that I could just simply use React for this. So now I think we have to remove the background. Now let's maybe do this. Let's do refactor progress to a new file, to a component. And then we do this, we push, check my messages. And I think that's it. Yes, now let's go to the next thing. We probably have to remove the background of it. Today the stream has not so many people, right? I think some people come and go. Background transparent, probably in a transparent. Perfect. So now if I move this, yeah, look, whoever is looking, so pretty. I can put it anywhere. Project progress. Makes sense to, maybe it would make sense to give it a little bit of a background. I think at least for the text, it would be nice to give it like a stroke. I change the title a bit to see if more people come, because if there's no one, you know, there's someone in the chat on Twitch, but like it's probably a bot because that person never talked. So let's see. Twitch stream information. So yeah, let's have the stroke. We go for the stroke to the project progress. And then can I just do stroke? Stroke black. And then we put it here so we can like do it here. Stroke black, stroke 1, stroke 3. Is it working? Does it do anything? Check the big. It's hard to test if the background is white, right? But now I see it in the stream. It's not really changing. Just make it big. Here. It's not really adding the stroke. So let's see. Let's just go back. Maybe let's put the background white so I can edit it better. Where's the, how can I change the background? Scene. It's kind of terrible if the background's white. Let's look. Tailwind stroke. CSS text stroke. Access tailwind text stroke. This is just only for SVG elements. What was this over a year ago? It doesn't have text stroke, so this does not make any sense. So text stroke, yeah, doesn't exist. So we do let's just look on the style. The object text stroke exists here. Text stroke 10. And then we do WebKit text stroke color. And then we use this thing here, black. Then let's do 1 second the website background white so we can see if there's any change. Background white. Yeah, I think it's easier to see if there's any change instead of me putting in my face. So it didn't work, basically. Maybe it works here if I look at it. No, it doesn't even look here. Why though? The style, because the progress style, it doesn't have to put the progress content. I have to put it here and then check. Oh wow, terrible, but it works. Yay. 2, 3, 2. This looks better, but we have 3. 3 is like the best one. Then the same thing we pass here to this P. And then let's look at it. Oh, it looks terrible at 3, maybe a 1 or a 2. The problem is that this is not reloading correctly, which will be an issue. Okay. This one looks good, but I think this one has to be reloaded. So let's see if we do a reload. So it fails, and then come here again to 3000. Perfect. And then if we remove the background, maybe it should start looking nice. Maybe if it doesn't look that nice, then we can just leave it without a thing. But let's try. Maybe it looks nice. Page, background white. Pretty probably here looks fine. And here too. But I would say I have to make this text a little bit bigger. If not, it's really hard to read. 1 of 3 tasks. No, maybe I just remove. So tasks completed. Perfect. Can we do like a little bit for Excel? It just goes perfect. No, looks amazing. Project progress. And we can just leave it here. But then if we ever needed to put it here, we can also put it on the video. Amazing. Yeah, I think I might quit the stream. There's nobody looking. Maybe I continue later, but this was very fun to do. We did our first project progress task, and it looks very nice. Let's see. So thanks for watching, if you're watching maybe the VOD. And see you later, alligator.